So you do your duty. Anjali, Vantana, you do it. All together. Anjali, Vantana, Abhivat. Anjali, Vantana, Abhivat. Anjali, Vantana, Abhivat. Anjali. Now it's time for meditation instruction from 8:30 to 9:30. Today is your third day. That's your hump day today. So you are ready to go through this hump day today. First, I would like to tell you the whole ways how to do your mindfulness with your breathing. We call in Pali, we call anapanasati. Ana, this means you breathing out. Pana, this means you breathing in. You see? Sati, this means your mindfulness. So you use your mindfulness to catch with your breathing out and breathing in. You see, that's the meaning of anapanasati, and in English we call mindfulness with breathing. These methods, Lord Buddha improved from anapanasati in those days that they have in India. He improved until it's suitable to God enlightened. And he got enlightened from this anapanasati. That he free from suffering, he free from egoism, he free from all problems. He free from the thing that's come to disturb his mind. That he free from all because of anapanasati. That helped him to reach the enlightened period. So, this is the most important. So the way that we practice our mind, there are many methods in India. At least 40 methods, you see. This one method that I show you here, this is kind of, you just bring the object from outside to your mind. This from outside. But anapanasati, the mind object come from inside. That's different, you see that. And this, if you practice in this way, you have to prepare your crystal. But if you practice with anapanasati, nothing to prepare. You prepare only your breathing. Because you are breathing with you. Anywhere, no need to carry it, because you have to go with your breathing, you see that. It's very clear, right? So it's very simple. So anapanasati, that's very easy way to practice. When you live, when you have life, you can practice your anapanasati anywhere. Not only here. Even you walk, you eat, you read, you do all activities, you can practice your anapanasati. That means you have your mindfulness with all activities that you do. You see that? That's anapanasati. So I will explain again. Ana, that means breathing out. Pana, that means breathing in. Sati, in English we call mindfulness. That you have awareness, you know yourself. What are you doing at that time? That's the meaning of mindfulness or sati. Sati, that's to know yourself. That how do you feel? How do you think now in the present time? That the sati. You know sati? When we mention sati, that means in English we call mindfulness. Even mindfulness, some of you don't understand what is mindfulness. because mindfulness is only the words. You see, the words that man gives. So we have to know the meaning of that word. It's clear now? So sati, this means you know what you are doing now. You have aware with your feeling, with your thinking, with your acting at the present time. That's sati. So you are here. You are listening to me now. You concentrate on me, on my talking. That means you have mindfulness or you have sati. You see that? So sati or mindfulness, that's only the words that we give the name. And then what is the meaning? You know the meaning now, right? That's the mindfulness. Full, this means not empty or not, but shallow. It's full. No shallow in there. Full, this means full. See that? You understand full? That means you know yourself all the time. And then, in this method, it has 16 steps. 16 steps. And we divided in 4 main parts. 4 main parts. And 16 sub-parts. Can you see that? 16 sub-parts from 4 main parts. Each part consists of 4 sub-parts. Is it clear? Each part consists of 4 sub-parts. So 4 and 4. 4 multiplied by 4. 16. Okay? So, today I will tell you briefly all of 16 parts. First, you have to know the main part first. The first main part that we call, there are many words in English that they use, parts, T-threads, the T-threads. That means the part of the thing that we are talking. The first part or the first T-thread, that it has 4 steps. 4 steps or 4 subparts. Same meaning. 4 steps or 4 subparts. The practice refines the breathing. You refine your breathing. Refine your breathing. From roughly to refine your breathing by making it subtle and calm. Make it subtle. Your breathing, make it subtle and calm. See that? With the result that you have practiced. From long breathing, short breathing. See that? That's to subtle and calm your breathing. To refine your breathing. That's the first part. The first part. Did you find that? Did you see that from your practice? From roughly and then it's calm down. And then subtle and stable and calm your breathing. That's the first part. The first main part. But 4 steps. From long breathing, short breathing, and then the third part, that you have to observe both your breathing, your body and your mind. So here we call your breathing is a body also. When we mention body in Pali, we call Gaya. Gaya, that means consists of more than one thing. Kaya. So breathing is a kaya also. So we call breathing Gaya and flesh Gaya. See that? Can you get me? Breathing is a Kaya, or that body also, but body of breathing. And your flesh body. And then that's 3 steps. Body of breathing, body of flesh, and then your mind. 3 steps. So when you can subtle or you can refine, you can calm your breathing. That's your breathing kaya. When your breathing kaya calm, and then you reach to fresh kaya. That's your body, fresh body. So your breathing body will influence to your fresh body. You observe from your practice. Did you see? From 3 days now? Can you see? When your breathing calm down, will influence to your body, your flesh body. So breathing we call body also. So you can control only breathing body. You cannot control your flesh body. But if you can control your breathing body, and then that body will influence to your flesh body. Can you see that? My gentlemen, my ladies at the back, it's clear? So you control your breathing body, short or long, but you cannot control your flesh body short or long like a breathing body. If you can control your body short and long, you cannot stay. Your flesh body stable like this, you cannot control it. But you can control your breathing body, and breathing body will influence to your flesh body. And then from flesh body will influence to your mind. To your mind. When your breathing body calm down, fine, subtle, stable, very stable or steady, your breathing very steady. That will influence to your flesh body. You feel comfortable. You see that? You observe. Comfortable, and then from your body influence to your mind. You observe that. 3 steps. So the third subpart of the first main part. The third subpart, that means you control both. You control breathing body, and then you will control to your flesh body. Calm it down. You see, that's the third step. When you can calm down, that we call both kaya. Both kaya. Kaya, that means body. Remember this word. Kaya in Pali. Kaya means body. You know? So both body, that means breathing body and flesh body. You know flesh? This flesh. Huh? So breathing is a kaya also, is body. But you can control it. So when you control, you can calm down your breathing body, and then with influence to calm down your flesh body, and then will influence to your mind. Your mind calm now at the third subpart or third steps of the first main part, okay? Then the last part of the first main part, the last part, that means you can catch what? You can see your body calm down, and that's calm down, and then you can catch that your breath at one point, at the last part, at one point, and then you will see about the image. That's my object, my image, my object image will create by your mind. When you have one point, you see, this is you use the second technique that I told you about watching. So first technique is following. Following, that means you're following your breathing from the tip of your nose or your lips up to you. Which point that the breathing touch. You see that? And then from that point, you following down to navel, from navel back to your tip of the nose or your lip. See? And then this is the second technique, this watching, as I mentioned yesterday. Watching. You just staying at one point and you're watching there. When you're breathing out and you're breathing in, you stay there, not follow anymore. See that? So, from following to watching. When you're watching, that's the fourth part. That your mind will unify in one point. In one point here. And then we'll create what? My object. At one point you will see. Maybe you will see star, you will see the cloud. It's up to you. Some of you who have seen some my object. Nobody see? Or you have seen it? You see that? That's the last part of the first tetrad or the first preset or the first part, the first main part. You see that? That's the last step of the first part. See that? That you see. So up to you. Each person not the same. Some can see stars, some can see clouds, some can see flowers or anything. See that? And then at the beginning when you see that my object not stable, is moving. Sometimes it's what? Small, sometimes it's big, you see? It's going like that, moving. And then you will play with this. You will play with this object. You know, if you reach this position, that means you can tell yourself that your meditation in progress. Your meditation in progress. Now, you know yourself. See that? So, but some of you will not reach this. Maybe stay somewhere. When you try to control your mind with your breathing, but your mind will think about some other stories. So many stories that you wander around the world, you wander so many places. I try to tell you how to use the technique. Sticks or bricks and carrots. You try to use that. Okay? And then, so, now, until you can control what? You can control your my object. Until your my object stable, you choose the best one that you like flowers or stars or anything, you choose that one. And then you concentrate on that one, and that means your meditation is in progress. That means your mind is really stable. When your mind very stable, and then we will go up to the second main part. So the first part we call body meditation with body. We call Gaya Pavana. You see that? That's the first part. Kaya, that means your breathing and your flesh body. Breathing body and flesh body, both Kaya. So when we say Kaya, even when you walk, you see that's Kaya also. So your breathing is Kaya, the same thing. Kaya, that means material. Your breathing is material also. You see that's the breathing is material. So that's Kaya. So the second part we call Vedana. Vedana, in English we call feeling. The second part we will deal with feeling. Now, today I will not explain too much. I just explain briefly about Vedana. Yesterday I explained some of Vedana because Vedana or the feeling is very important. If you don't know Vedana, you don't know your feeling, and then you will bite yourself. You will hurt yourself from your feeling. See that? That I mentioned. When you're feeling bad to someone, that means that feeling in you. And you burn yourself, you bite yourself, you see that. This is the Vedana. Very important, this part. But when you want to study feeling, you have to go through the first main part. That means your mind unify in one point. Your mind very concentrated at that time. That means your mind get to the right of meditation. See that? So the second part, if you want to observe your feeling, you have to make your meditation in progress until you can unify your mind in one point. And then you will see very clear. You will see how you feel, and then you observe your feeling. When you feel bad, what happens? That's the bad feeling. If you feel good, what happens to the good feeling? When you feel free, what happens to the free feeling? You see, so you can see by yourself. You don't believe anyone. You believe yourself, and then you can choose your own way. You will get positive, you will get negative, or you want to go above positive and negative, that you are free from positive and negative. And then you will see by yourself. Because both positive and negative, you will learn from it. Even you have positive feeling, you have problem also. You see that? But problem in the positive way. In medical science or in physical science, they will say positive, that we call a kind of stress also. Stress, S-T-R-E-S. See, when you have positive feeling, if you have very little, that you have very little stress. If you have extremely positive stress, that means extremely positive, that means you have extremely stress also. So positive and stress go together. And negative, nothing to mention again. You have seen by yourself. That's stress for you. You don't like it, but you have to have it. You cannot go away. See that? So positive and negative, you learn from the feeling that we call Vedana. That's for the second main part. You know that? So the second thesis, the next fourth step, contemplate this part. You contemplate with the rapture. Contemplate with the rapture. You know rapture? R-E-P-T-U-R-E. Rapture. Rapture, that means exciting happiness. This is my explanation. Rapture, that means you got very exciting with that happiness. That your hand standing, your eye, your tears will come down because of your happiness. You know, but that happiness not stable, shaking. So I call exciting happiness, not calm happiness. So we call rapture. So you have to study the rapture feeling in this part. That rapture in Bali we call piti. Piti. Piti, that's rapture. And this thing can push you to do more meditation, because you will like it. You will have like pleasure with the rapture. Rapture like the first reward from your working in meditation. The first reward. That's not the last one. Only the first reward. Some people really like rapture. They try to get rapture. You see that? But when you want to get it, the rapture will go away. So you don't crave, or you don't want to have it. You just do your duty, step by step. And the rapture will come by nature, by law of nature, you see that. By the law of cause and effect. If you do this, and the effect will come like this. But if you have craving, you have desire, and your desire will block you, you cannot reach the rapture anymore, see that. So you have to do your duty for duty's sake. Don't craving, you stop your desire and you will get it. Is it clear, my explanation? From rapture, and then After rapture, that means from exciting happiness, and you observe it until it calms down. It calms down. When it calms down, the next feeling happens to you. That's the real happiness. That's happiness from peaceful mind. See that? From exciting happiness, next step, you will have peaceful happiness. That means from exciting, that will calm down and stable. You observe your happiness. That here we call sukha in Pali. Sukha. S-U-K-K-H-A. Sukha. Sukha. See that? So that's this step. You observe it. And then I will ask you, I will warn you, if you want to use your mind to study at the highest answer or the final answer from this point. You observe both pity or raptures or peaceful happiness, not permanent. You observe it. Because all things are impermanent. All things changes. You see that? Remember? Even pity, even happiness, not permanent. It happen and go. So you don't what? You don't attach, you don't cling, you don't hold it. If you want to attach, you want to hold it, you have problem. So you just do your duty and that thing will happen. See that? So, raptures and then happiness, that I call sukha, which arises from the concentrated mind. Concentrated mind. Concentrated mind. You know concentrate? Huh? Concentrate. That means you concentrate on the one thing. Concentrate. Okay? Concentrated mind. Concentrated, that means past tense. Huh? Concentrated mind. Concentrated mind. See, from your concentrated. Concentrate. You know concentrate? Okay. That means you put ed after concentrate. Okay? Don't make it hard from the language. So that pity and sukha, or raptures and happiness, come from your concentrated mind. That's arising from that. You have to learn what it is that gives rise in the thinking. You have to learn. Learn by yourself from there. What gives it rise? It rise to your thinking. Your distraction and mental restlessness, you have to learn from there. Mental restlessness, you learn. And then soon, your meditator begins to know that which condition the mind. You will know what is conditioned the mind from your observance. The piti and sukha. You have to learn by yourself from your practice. That's the second main part, or the second T-thread, or the second tetra. It depends on the words that you want to use. Okay, so first part, you study about your body. Second part, you study about your feeling. See that? Feeling only two. Exciting happiness and happiness. Or piti and sukha. Okay? And body, you study two kinds of body. Breathing body and touch body. Okay? Is clear? Manja. And then the third part, from body to feeling, from feeling to mind. Now, from your mind, we call citta. Citta. Right? In English, they will write with C. C-I-T-T-A. H-A. Citta. In English, they write in that way. Citta. That means mind. Mind. M-I-N-D. Mind. So the third main part, we study our mind directly to the mind. You see, if you observe, if you want to study your mind, you have to go through from the first part and second part. Not the first part that you study your mind. Why? Because you cannot see your mind if your mind not stable, not calm. You see that? You can learn from that. You can see the real situation in your mind when you have peaceful mind. Okay? So, the third thesis or the third tetra or the third main part is for the next 4 steps. Contemplate the mind, you contemplate on the mind. First, contemplate to the body. Second, contemplate to your feeling. Now, contemplate direct to your mind, to the mind. And it's very manifestation from your mind. Meditators try to control the mind. That means you have to try to control your mind. Meditators. That means you have to try to control your mind. Looking at the mind. Yesterday I mentioned how to see your mind. Now you can looking at your mind. How? How to see your mind? When you look at your mind, you can see your mind. What is your mind look like? Pardon? Pardon? Your thinking, your feelings, your remembering, your conscious, you see, that I mentioned yesterday. You observe your mind. That you're looking at your mind, you have to see how you feel. You see that your mind feeling. When your mind, you have to go back to the second part. How is your mind feeling happy? How is your mind feeling exciting happiness? You see that? You have to look back. That means you recall your remember, your recognition. You just bring back to study your mind at that time. And then you look at your mind when your mind free from that feeling. You see, you observe it. How it's very light, very free, very wonderful. And then you will love to keep your mind free. And you will understand the words that Plato said in his academy. Plato built the school he called academy, Plato's academy, and his school, the final answer that he wants the man to liberate the mind. And when your mind free, you will see. That means you can liberate your mind from the world or from all material. See that? And you will see, you observe, what is your mind at that position. And then you will understand about liberty. You know liberty? Liberty Monument. Where is that? Manya, where is Liberty Monument? You never see it. In New York and in Paris also. In Paris they have very small one at the middle of the Seine River. Have you seen that? Who have been to Paris? You have seen that? The Liberty Monument, very small size. That means the small one at the middle of the Seine River in Paris. You see that? But in New York they have the big one. That's the present from France to America for Independent Days of America. They send that gift to America. So that's liberty from France. They send to America. And America, build that statue. There's so many parts. They carry by ships, by big ships to New York. Have you been there? New York. That's near Manhattan Island. You know, they have very small island for that Liberty Monument. That you will understand about liberty. They have the torch, you know torch? Torch. T-O-A-C-H, torch. That monument shows the torch. The torch, that's the symbol of what? Light. The symbol of freedom. The symbol of wisdom. You see that? The light. So when you have light, you can see the way, how to go. If you don't have the light, you will go in the wrong way. The light will lead you. You see, that's the torch. I used to climb up, you know. You can walk from the hand of that Liberty Monument until to the torch. Show like this in New York at the mouth of Manhattan River. This is my memory. I have been there in 1974. How many years? 45? 43, 42, That's a very long time. Maybe some of you never be in this world. Right? That's the liberty that I try to explain to you, that you understand about the free mind or the freedom of mind. Freedom from all feelings. You see? So you understand when you have good feeling, that's not the real thing that your life needs. The real thing that's free from good, free from bad. See that? You have to see by yourself and then you will see. Okay. And the last part is the fourth teaching or the fourth main part. What is about it? It has 4 steps also. The last part, that's for, we call Dhamma. You see, Dhamma. Kaya, Vedana, Chitta, and Dhamma. That's Bali. I will say again. Kaya, Vedana, Chitta, and Dhamma. In English, body, feelings, mind, and the truth of life and nature. That's the last one. So this part, that's the final goal, that you want to use your mind. After you train your mind, now you have to use your mind to see the truth of life and truth of nature. That's the last main part, the fourth one. So, if you use your mind from the beginning, that means you bring the last part back to the first part. That's the shortcut that they say. See that? The shortcut. that I said to you at the beginning of the first day. That's about your mind can see the thing composed of three characteristics. Number one, impermanent. Number two, transient. Number three, selflessness or not real self. So that I will repeat again. You will see things with your flesh eyes. Your flesh eye, you can see self. Self, you see? But your wisdom eye, you see selflessness. You see self, but that's not real self. See that? That's from the beginning that I mentioned to you. And the last part, that's the time you can do it, you can see it by yourself. That's the last part. So, this fourth step, you contemplate, that means you use your meditation. And you contemplate impermanent, a matter of inside, not outside, inside that you can see, the thing that happened in your mind. Nothing permanent, it changes all the time. Even your feelings, you see that, happiness, or everything is changing. You see that. Detach the point of liberation. That's the goal. You will detach the point of liberation. That you will liberate your mind from all. Now, this is the last part. It's clear now? Just very briefly, in brief. And then we will talk about in details afterwards. Now that's only in brief. So, body, feelings, mind, and truth of life. See that? In Pali, Kaya, Vedana, Chitta, and Dhamma. Oh, you are sleepy? Oh, can you stand me?
Yeah.
Can you review for me?
Review?
Yeah.
Body, feeling, mind, and truth of life.
Oh, very good. You have very good memory. Very good. Okay. This is the theory in brief. See that you know the whole the whole process that you are going to reach until the final goal, that you are free from all. Free from what? Free from suffering, free from problems, free from all things that will just disturb your mind, disturb your life. You are free from egoism. You are free from selfishness. You see that? That you will be a very great person, no more selfish. You will live for life, for human, for nature. You get me? That's the final goal. Okay. And then, this is the briefly of 16 steps. And now, I will come back to your preparation about your body. Some of you started fasting. Who stopped eating today? You from the morning? And who else? Only one. Up to you. Up to you. And you observe when you stop eating. That means very easy to control your mind. That is a kind of technique. In India, if you take 3 meals a day, they explain like this: 1 meal a day, you eat like a king. You eat 1 meal a day. Because when you wake up, everything is good for you because your body really needs that food. You see that? You eat like a king. Everything is good. If you eat 2 meals a day, you eat like a prince. A prince. That's next step, not the highest one. It's going down. If you eat 3 meals a day, you eat like a beggar. You know that. This set of explanation. And the other set is said, if you eat 1 meal a day, it's for my practice or my development. 1 meal a day. For my practice or my development. Like you want to tame the wild animals. You know taming? Taming. You know this word? T-A-M-I-N-G. Taming. Taming the ox. Taming the wild ox. Wild, that means that animal live in the jungle. Wild animal. You're taming the ox. You're taming the elephant. If you want to taming the elephant, if you feed a lot of food to elephant, what happens? Oh, very hard to control, you see that. And sometimes that elephant will come and kill you. You know, so the trainer will die. So the trainer, the clever trainer, how to control the elephant? Number one, have to reduce food, reduce energy of that wild animal. And then very easy to control. In our life, what is wild animal? Why? Our mind. Our mind is like wild animal. If you don't train it, you don't tame it, that your mind like wild animal. And your mind will hurt you, will bite you. You see, will make you in trouble. Did you observe that? Not the other people, from you. See that? So, about developing of eating. If you eat 1 meal a day, that's good for my development, or good for my taming or my training. See that? 2 meals a day, good for working. You want to work. You want to use more energy. You see, you need more energy. Eat 2 meals a day. For working, like you have to carry the columns, you have to carry rocks, you have to work in the field, something like that. That's for working. If you eat 3 meals a day, you eat for sex. For sex. You know sex? S-E-X. For sex. Because you eat what? At night time, no more work. Only in the bed only. Can you get me? You observe. When you eat at the night time and then you think, oh, I have more energy. You don't want to sleep anymore. You want to go out and to dance. So full moon party or black moon party is come out with the third meal of the people. You see that? Nothing to do. But in fact, at the night time, it's time for sleeping. But you don't want to sleep because you have more energy in you. You want to go out to use your energy. And use in which way? For sex. Can you get that? So, if 1 meal a day for my development or my taming, 2 meals a day for working, 3 meals a day for sex. Okay, I will show you about the development of human. When you were born, when you are a baby, you know baby, and then we call a child. From a child to be puberty, from puberty to be what? Adolescent. You see that? from adolescent, then up to adult. You see that? That's the step. See that? Okay. A child, when you were born, how many meals a day that your mother will feed milk for you? Who used to have baby? Nobody have baby here? Or you are a boy? Okay. Or is this, you are all single? Oh. But maybe you have that knowledge. How many meals a day that they feed the baby? Huh? Good. Pardon? 8. Huh? How many? 8. So maybe there are many versions. You know version? Many versions, huh? But from the research, I will refer to the research. From the research, the babies, it needs energy or the food 4 hours per meal. 4 hours. So 24 hours, it needs how many meals? 6. 6, you see, 6 meals. So the good mother or good parents, they will set the schedule. They will follow the schedule, that they will build the discipline of eating. You know, discipline of eating from the beginning, if you are a good parent. But if you are not good parent, when the baby cries, you will put the milk in the mouth of the baby. So when the milk in the mouth of the baby, and the baby cannot cry, that parents not feed at the right way. See that? So in the right way, even the baby cries, they will not feed if not at the right time. They have the schedule. So the baby nature eat often and release waste often, right? Eat often, release waste often, and sleep more than awake. Right? Is that right? Sleep more than awake and eat often and release waste often also. If you are now, how old are you? 31. You are 31. You are 35. You see that? 35, 31 is 25. And you still have manner like a baby. You eat often. You release waste often. And you sleep more than awake. That you, you have baby in you. That your manner like baby, but your body is old man. Can you get my explanation? There are some people doing like that. So if the way of development, you know, the baby started from 6 meals a day. After that, the baby growing. When they're growing, they sleep less than before. Sleep less and then they awake more. See that? That's development. And the meals, from 6 meals down to 5. From 5 to 3. From 5 to 4. From 4 to 3. From 3 to 2. From 2 to 1. From 1 to 0. If you develop to 0, that means no more worry about eating. You don't worry about eating anymore. You eat or not eat, it doesn't matter. If you reach that point, that means you don't have problem with food. You don't have problem with eating anymore. That means you are free from instinct. You know, eating is a kind of instinct. You are free from instinct. That means eat or not, it doesn't matter. That means you die or alive, it doesn't matter. You don't worry about the death anymore. That's the way of development. You see that? Have you been through that experience? Did you practice that? How many meals that you stop? From 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. That's the way. Okay? So, our friends who fast, that means you stop eating the whole day, no more. No more food. Then you have to ask, you have to tell yourself, eat or not, it doesn't matter. See that? For me, 1 meal a day for life. For life, that means 1 meal a day. If some days like May Day, that's my birthday, I will stop eating. When I stop eating 1 meal, it means I stop eating for 48 hours. Right? Can you see that? Because normally 24 hours. When I stop, that means 48 hours. This is my life. So if you want to practice, you practice and observe, you don't believe anyone. Yes?
What if a person hates himself so much?
Pardon?
The person stops eating because the person hates himself so much that he orders the body to stop eating. Does it work?
Can you tell me?
If a person hates themselves,
Hate.
yeah. If you hate yourself that much that you stop eating.
Or you hate yourself and you want to stop eating.
If you hate yourself, you start to punish yourself, bite yourself, and stop eating.
It depends on your goal of stop eating. If you have the goal for development yourself, you want to go away from egoism. You see that? That's the way that you can get free from suffering. But if you still hate yourself, that's in the negative way. Not the way that you want to free yourself from egoism. You see that? Maybe you are very serious, you are very high stress at the time. You have the stress or tension. You see that? Because you stop eating. Because you have problems. But anyway, when you stop eating, the problem will going down. By nature. Yes?
Anorexia is about purification.
Pardon?
Anorexia is about purification.
Can you tell me?
Anorexia.
Huh?
Anorexia.
What's that?
Is the name of the mental illness, stop eating? Mental illness or stop eating?
Oh no. Not mental illness.
Then you became like not enough weight.
No. When you stop eating and then after you get free from it, and then I ask you that how many days if you stop eating, you will die. That I told you yesterday about Bobby Sand from IRA. That 55 days. And how many days that you want to stop eating? Here only 7 days here. How many days that you want to fast? Not 55 days. So you will not die. If someone dies, I will take care of you. I will take care of your family. Don't worry. If you die from fasting in 7 days, you mean you will not die. Believe me. I used to stop eating for 7 days. And my friend, she is a medical doctor or a physician. She stopped 21 days. But not stop drinking water. She still drink water. 21 days. That's normal. So you don't worry about it. You practice here 7 days if you want to practice to fasting, and you can observe and you will see that your mind very easy to control. See that? Time of meditation instruction is over now. So I will talk to you in the afternoon about Dhamma teaching. Today I will talk more deeper about Dhamma. You will understand yourself, you will understand nature, you will understand the world more in the afternoon. I will try my best. I will put all my experience and my knowledge that I have been through. I tell you, I have been around the world, I have seen so many countries, but I don't know the world. I know the world when I sit and I close my eyes, when I look inside, and I can see the real world. The outside world, not the real world. That's only illusion. You never see the real one. You can see the real one inside of your mind. See that? Belarus, I never been there. I have been to Estonia. Who came from Estonia? I have seen 2 people from Estonia. Yeah. Estonia, you are from Tallinn or from where? Pardon?
Second biggest city in
Or
Latvia.
not from Tallinn.
No.
Yeah. Because I went to Finland and then I crossed the ocean from Finland, from Helsinki to Tallinn. I've been there, you see, but I don't know the world. I have seen so many places in the world, but we don't know the world except you sit and you close your eyes. So you are here. You want to see the real world in you. The outside world, that's illusion. You think that you have seen so many things in the world, you have a lot of experiences. In fact, not the real one. Thank you for your listening today. I think you have learned from my lecture or from my talking. You are my good friend. I will try to tell you, I'm not your teacher. I'm your good friend. Teacher and good friend, that's different. See that? And I will say again, please be disciplined with the time. When the time for listening to lecture or listening to instruction, you have to come at the right time. Yes. Who is the bell ringer? Please ring the bell before the time, 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes before the time. Please help our friend. In Japan, Japanese is very direct to the right time. You know, the people say, "Oh, Japanese very disciplined." When you have an appointment, they will come at the right time. But in fact, Japanese never come at the right time. Why? They came before. See that? They came and they wait. When the time come up, they will show immediately. That's the way that Japanese do. I have so many Japanese friends in Tokyo. They do like that. You can observe from tsunami in Japan that they have very high discipline to control. Even they want to get some food, they have made in line. Yeah, you have seen that. I think maybe come from samurai, come from Narakiri, that they can kill himself. They can kill themselves. Huh? Okay, see you in the afternoon and do your duty. You relax in the process of practice. You don't be stressed. And then when you change your position, that means you relax your body. When you can calm your mind, that means you relax your mind. Okay? See you in the afternoon.